2018, it's oval track. We're at the Ultimate Raceway, and it's the first round of the season. And as you can see, the action started thick and fast. We're going to bring you all that action from the evening's entertainment, starting with our sprints, going into hot rods, looking at the 1660s, and of course, for the first time, picking up on the Ninjas. All this action is proudly brought to you by LSP and the Ultimate Raceway. Time to kick the tires and light the fires now for 2018, and an incredible season seeing Jacques Roos crowned as champion last year, but only by 20 points ahead of Rolf Duplessis. Duplessis will definitely be looking to come back and come back strong. Keep an eye out as well on Freddie Mock, Isak Spies, and of course Rochelle Duplessis, who will be looking to make it a top lady at the top end of this field by the end of the season. Ultimate Raceway now with new branding as the Ultimate Outlaws Circuit. And what a field of cars. Have a look at that. There's a whole bunch of new drivers coming in to this new season. And already action aplenty as they go through turn one. Oh, out of shape in a big way. You can see that's not the way you want to be starting this season. But completely out of shape there. Eventually getting back on track. And a little bit of issues there as Carlson eventually got back on track. In the mid-pack, heavy battles at the front end. Looks like it's the usual contenders. But keep an eye out on a few of the cars that haven't quite got through the field just yet. As they come flying through there looking for opportunities, Carlson now starting to make his way back to the field. The 8 car out there, Andries Marks under pressure from Duplessis. Rolfie is now looking for a way to get to the front. He's got a little bit of issues there. Isak Spies is just ahead of him. He's trying to use that line that Spies has gone through, and he's got there. He's now right on Spies' tail, closing in on the 17 car there of Lisa Van Zyl. On board with Rolfie. This is how busy this cockpit gets. And you can see just how hard he has to work. In fact, oh man, it's so good. Just power on that power, and look at how that thing just lights up. So easy to get it completely wrong. We saw how Carlson on cold tires got it wrong through turn 2. Spicy now trying to maintain that little gap, but he's now got attention of Andries Marks. Marks is on his inside. Marks has a big look and dives on the inside. Here comes Rolf. Rolf's going to go with him. Rolfie sneaks through, and we got a changer. And Lisa Van Zyl now with 2 very hot contenders on her tail, looking for a chance. Good move there from the 14 car, just getting completely out of the way. And a couple of guys dive into that infield. You can see they're just not enjoying all the fracas that's out there. It's chaos, that is for sure. And you can see just how difficult it is for these guys to make their way around. The Outlaw Circuit really pushing it to the limit. Big crowd coming out for the first round as well. And we expect it to get bigger and bigger as the night goes on. Well, we got yellow flags on the circuit. You can see a little bit of incident there. That is the reason for the yellow flags. The high-tech car, High-Tech Mag Repairs, one of the big sponsors of that car, eventually getting going again. But then we had to finish under safety car, which means Andries Marks would have taken the win there. Duplessis in second. Stefan Verschier came through for third place ahead of Rochelle Duplessis. And then eventually Jacques Roos, the champion, down in fifth.
Quite happy. A lot of cars on the track. Tough race. Track started to get slick again, but it's racing.
Oh, you can't believe we're still struggling with this car with the misfire on it. We don't know what it is. We changed everything onto it new. And I actually didn't want to race the car. And then I thought, let me just go out and score some points. But because the field is so big, you can hang in there, you know. You can rely on the back markers, which I did, you know. Once we got into the back markers, I could keep my pace. I had a very good race with Andries Marks. And I feel happy, yes. With the cars not 100% right, I got a very good result.
Here we go again. Slightly lesser field this time for race number 2 in the V8 Sprints. Just waiting for that flag. Flag drops, here we go. Down towards turn 1. Great start from De Ridder. De Ridder gets the whole shot. Right on his tail is the 7-1 car. And Isak Spies is looking to run with him. Oh, but here comes Rossi. Man alive, Jacques Roos is on form tonight and is definitely not looking to finish as far down as 5th place like he did in the first heat. He's applying the pressure and looking to get through to second as quickly as he can. Behind them, absolutely lit up, is Carlson Jr. What a move there. Getting completely sideways through turn 1 and 2. But the reason being is he's got massive pressure coming from Quinton Simon. Simon in the all-blue car diving on the inside. He's got the inside line. Good move there. Quinton Simon moves up to 4th place. Just squeezing out and getting past on Carlson Jr. Lead is still De Ridder. De Ridder hanging on for now. And he's starting to pull a little bit of a margin because second and third place as we got a spinner. Oh, the 21 car. Freddie Mock just gets it all out of shape. Now this P-Man just unfortunately dropping to the inside line. And now Duplessis has also spun out. Rolfie spun out. That is such a pity. And you can see the marshals now going to have to go to full course caution on the restart. De Ridder once again leads out. Spies is on his tail. It's Roos in second. In that second place battle now, Roos is looking to get through to second place. He hasn't quite got there yet. And Simon now applying pressure. Quinton Simon's in that battle. The 11 car just behind, waiting for an opportunity. Let's see if this is going to happen. Junior is all over the back of Quinton Simon and trying to light the tire, trying to get that inside line and get the drive. Hasn't quite got it though. Down into turn 1 and 2 they go. Here we go, around the outside, looking for chances every single time they get into a turn. It's late braking required. You've got to have the right line, and that's the right line to be on. What a move. Junior sneaking through. Simon goes as well, and Carlson Senior coming from behind. Keep an eye out on the Carlson battle now. They are side by side, Junior and Senior fighting for the honors. Senior just going around the outside, eventually finding a way through. Onto the back end now of Simon. Behind them, it's the 25 car. Good move there from Fashir. Remember, he's already finished up on the podium. He wants another one here this evening. Oh, Spish just trying to keep Quinton Simon out. He can't do it. Simon dives on the inside, and that allows Carlson Jr. through as well. And Senior, they both got ahead. Spish making a big mistake there. That was costly. He's lost a lot of ground now. Can he come back? There's only a couple of laps to go. Awesome driving here. He's just maintaining and keeping out Junior. Not going to be an easy thing to do here, that is for sure. Look at this. Getting into the back markers now, and all of a sudden, Andries Marks is coming to play. Marks around the outside. Eventually finds his way through. The Peturia Toyota man's up there as well. Keep an eye on that. Absolutely amazing stuff. This is what it's all about here at the Outlaw Circuit. Rule to proceed battling after here to get the restart. He's a couple of laps down now, and in fact, he's starting to fight in that pack. He's got the pace, we know that, but he's not supposed to be fighting out. He could be under the scrutiny of the COC. Maybe I'll have a chat with him afterwards. Rulfi, you're not supposed to be fighting with cars, even though they're as quick as you. Oh, and he's taking Carlson out. He takes Carlson out. He didn't see him coming around the outside. There was a tap, and Rolf Duplessis puts the Carlson car into the wall. That's a big pity. Full course caution again. Yellow flag's out. That's the reason why. 75 on the sideline. Shane Carlson, unfortunately, there in some big trouble. And once again, under yellow flag, we finish with the Ritter taking the win. Quinton Simon in second. It's Shane Carlson ahead of Charles Carlson. Andries Marks, your top five.
Yeah, I am happy. It's my first race in a car like this. Still a lot to get used to, but I'm happy. It went better this heat now. Yeah.
19 cars here. The guys drive awesome. They respect it. I mean, there's fun, bump here and there, but unbelievable. I mean, these cars are super fast. They're the world's fastest circuit oval track racing cars in the world. You must feel it. So yeah, I think from our side we're happy with the progress. We're happy with the cars. We're happy with the show. It only can go better.
It's the first race of the season. I think this season is going to be one hell of a season. I think all the top guys came up front, so it's going to be awesome this year. I think. Hopefully, we'll have our car done by the next one, and we should give them a go.
So more cars coming to play in this one. Can you believe it? I mean, there's not enough out there at the moment. We've got 14 cars starting in this final V8 sprint now. Down towards turn one. Good drop off the line, and it looks like Quinton Simon now going to try and hold the rest of that pack up. Shane Carlson is all over the back of him. Starting to make his way through there is the Peturia Toyota of Stefan Fashir. Fashir is looking for a way through on the 70 car of De Ridder. De Ridder's already taken a win, so he knows what to do to stay at the front, but unfortunately now he's down in fourth place, and he's behind the battle between Carlson and De Ridder. On his tail, he's got the 11 car of Carlson Jr., Charles Carlson Jr. all over the back of him. Then you've got Jaco Correa. Nice to see Jaco Correa stepping up into V8 sprints. It's been a long time since we've seen him behind the wheel of a V8 car in general, but it's great to have him back here at the Ultimate Outlaw Circuit and doing a great job for his first time out. Freddie Mock is just behind him, and Rochelle Duplessis looking to make it a full run here for the ladies, and the top end in every single race for the ladies class. What an awesome drive there from her. Slowly but surely making her way up into the top 10, and at some stage last season she was up there as well in the top 5. Shane Carlson is having a nightmare. That car does not want to stay on the black stuff, and he's ended up on the inner sides of the circuit again. Can you believe that? With a massive amount of work to do now, he's side by side with Jaco Correa. Correa will make it very difficult for him, but initially, and unfortunately, he's run out of time and he's lost out there. So Correa eventually having to follow Carlson round now. But how's this battle for the front end? The 17 car of Lisa van Zyl, of course, now a back marker, trying to avoid all the attentions coming from behind from this very, very big and charging down pack. Can they find a way around? Yes, they can. De Ridder goes around the outside. He's going to try and get the drive now along the straight, and he's got through. Good move there. De Ridder gets followed through, but unfortunately just gets blocked out. Oh, and Carlson spun again. Man alive, is he having a tough time out there. Sure. And now, I don't know if he's going to be able to recover from that one. He's going to probably be too far down to recover from that one. In fact, he's stuck there and losing lots of laps. Yellow flags waving frantically to warn all the other drivers that there is a car stricken on the outside of turn 1 and 2. And once again, we finish under yellow. Winner overall, though, Andries Marks. He takes the win ahead of Quinton Simon and De Ridder. In the final, Stefan Fashir comes through for 4th place, and Charles Carlson Jr. will finish up in the top 5. Great to have Correa back, And look at that, Freddie Mock, Rachel Duplessis, and Vancel, your top 9. Point standings heading into the next round. It's Andries Marks who's at the top. He's only got a couple of points ahead of Quinton Simon. Those two had a great outing. Look out for De Ridder in the next round. And stay tuned for more action from the Ultimate Outlaws as we head into the hot rods. Welcome back to the Ultimate Outlaws circuit in Vereeniging. Looking for some action now out of the hot rods. Remember, last season it was all about Tolly Goosen. He took the victory by only 1 point at the end of the season and ahead of Andries de Preer. Theo Brits, that car in sight. He, of course, finished up in 3rd place, just beating out Lonica Martins. And now as we get underway, it is Lonica Martins already applying pressure right from the word go onto Albert Bridges. Bridges on the inside, around the outside goes the 10 car, and that's Tolly Goosen. So it's literally the usual contenders that are back in the front end of this field, and Lonica already applying pressure and moving up in second. She gets a little bit sideways coming out of 3 and 4 now, and remember they go the other way around compared to the V8 sprint cars. A bit further back, Andries de Preer, he's fighting hard there with the 5-5 of Theo Brits, and Brits now looking for an opportunity, but he's got James Buerta all over the back of him. Buerta hunting him down and looking for a chance to get past. Can he do that? He goes through. Oh, looks like there might be a little bit of an issue there on Andries de Preer. Didn't quite get the drive out of turn 1 and 2. Now through 3 and 4. He's lost out one position, and the 7 car has moved up. So it looks like James Buerta is on a move here and on a charge to get to the front end as quickly as he can. A little bit of issues there as Buerta comes up. Oh, and running wide is Brits. Brits runs wide, opens up the door, and you don't want to do that when you got James Buerta on your tail. He will make you pay, and he's done exactly that. Front end, it's still Albert Bridges fighting hard. White flag out, and look at how close Lonica is. Lonica Martins looking for a chance now. Can she dive on the inside? Back markers going to come into play here. And looks like those back markers are not going to affect Albert Bridges getting to the line. The door was open, and he dives across the line to take the win ahead of Martins. Look at how close it is for 3rd though. Here they come. James Buerta around the outside, and he's just going to get ahead. Wow, beating Tolly Goosen by only a couple of hundredths of a second. In fact, I think it was just the width of his bumper. That was the difference there between those two. Amazing racing for the first hot rod race of the season. Bridges taking it ahead of Martins, James Buerta, Tolly Goosen, and Theo Brits. The usual contenders are at the front. Into race 2. And we're almost under floodlights now as they go down into turn 1. You can see a nice field. You can see these cars are going to get bigger and better, and a lot more cars coming to play, I believe, as they head into the season. A couple of guys not quite ready yet for this first round. Lonica Martins looking for a way to get to the front. As you can see, Albert Bridges also starting to force some maneuvers. Going on the inside of the 117, and de Preer had to go defensive. It's very close at the front end. Frankie Piver is looking good at this stage. Louis Janssen van Rensburg in there as well, so is the 7 car. And I can tell you the 7 car there is going to have to work hard because James Buerta, already been on the podium, only just, would like to make it a bit easier this time. But it's not going to be that easy, I can tell you. Not with the kind of pace we're seeing here at the front. Frankie hangs on. There you go, on the inside. Here comes Martins as well. Lonica Martins using the door that was opened up wide there by James Buerta. Now trying to look on the inside of Buerta. Buerta sideways. Buerta's got it locked up. He just catches it. Wow! How was that pressure from the young lady coming from behind and eventually squeezing him out? Then we've got an opportunity now. Can we see a change-up? The 23 car, the 223 car, I should say there, of Louis Janssen van Rensburg is now looking for a chance. On his tail is Bridges. Albert Bridges back into the mix. Oh, there's a big mistake. Bridges getting a tap. He goes into the wall, and there's damage on a few cars out there. Bridges particularly, can see he is just stuck there. Look at this. Lights up the back. James Buerta out of shape. There's nowhere to go. Bang! There it is. Bridges right into the spinning car there of James Buerta, unfortunately damaging the whole left-hand side of his car. The bonnet went flying off Buerta. James Buerta now just trailing around, and it looks like there's going to be some big problems here as we try and get this car out of the wall. Fortunately, both drivers okay. As you can see, and on the restart, we're now under floodlights, and Martins is applying massive pressure. Oh, Frankie shuts the door. Not going to be easy to find a way through there. That's for sure. They now head down in towards turn 1 and 2 again, starting another lap. They've cleared the circuit, all of the debris is off, and we're good to go. And the racing has been incredible. Considering this is the first round of the season, can you just imagine how this hot rod class is going to get bigger and better throughout the season? Frankie Piver just holding that inside line, not opening a door whatsoever. Lonica's going to have to try something. It might get ugly. Oh, there was a dive on the inside. She had a big look. Couldn't quite make it stick, but definitely on a charge and looking for a way through. Can she find a way? Oh, another big dive on the inside. Frankie Barber is feeling that pressure. He's moved a little to the sideline. That might be enough. There goes Monica on the inside. This time she makes it stick. Monica Martins might run wide. No, able to keep that car on the very, well, I want to say the clean line. There's not many clean lines out there. And with 1 lap to go, it looks like she's going to be able to hang on. Monica Martins going to take the win. A great drive here, eventually squeezing through. And Frankie Barber, although he's still in second place, he's got a long gap down to third. And it looks like it's all clean and clear there for the third place man, Louis Janssen van Rensburg. That's how they finish up in the top 3. It's Andries de Prieur who comes through for 4th. Tolly Goosen who finishes up in 5th place, with Jaapie Trichard and Johan Luria there in 7th. Final heat now. Oh, and it's Martins on pole. But there are some very, very hot contenders on the tail, particularly Tolly Goosen. Goosen is definitely looking for one victory here this evening. And in the background, oh, we got action already. Can you believe that? No, it's Buerta again. They've just fixed that car. James Buerta coming together there. And unfortunately, look in the background. 2 of them trying to go and avoid each other. They go flying into what is now turn 3 and 4, and there's just sparks and flames everywhere. Fortunately, both of those drivers getting away with it and getting out the car, but looks like the car's a little less worse for wear, and some work to be done now in between this heat and the next heat of racing in the Oval Track Championship. Restart. Monica Martins has got the drop. She's got the inside line. She's going to force Tolly on the outside. Tolly Goosen going to stay side by side with her. Probably going to stay side by side pretty much this entire race. Louis Janssen van Rensburg just waiting to pounce if something goes wrong. Frankie Barber alongside the 117 car of Andries de Prieur. Just behind them. Keep an eye out on Jaapie Trichard and Theo Brits. Brits will definitely be looking to try and make up some ground now and to do some work on that car after the first incident. And now it looks like Tolly Goosen might be under a bit of threat. Lonica's opened up a small margin and Tolly Goosen is going defensive. By going defensive, he's slowing himself down and he's backing the other cars into each other. So it's kind of like a concertina effect happening for 2nd, 3rd and 4th place. Louis Janssen van Rensburg will definitely look for an opportunity if there is one. And I can tell you, Frankie Barber certainly wants redemption. He'd like to come back. He dives on the inside as a look. Doesn't quite get there though. Door just getting shut very late through turn 1. Eventually gets back though. Back markers coming into play. There looks like there might be a small issue there on a couple of cars. I think that was actually Theo Brits who was slowing at the end. Yes, it was. He finishes down in 6th place eventually. But it's Martins who takes the win ahead of Tolly Goosen and Louis Janssen van Rensburg in the top 3. Let's have a look at the points going into the next round. Absolutely amazing stuff. The ladies at the top. Lonica leads out over Tolly Goosen. Louis Janssen van Rensburg keeping it all consistent through the night. Ends up in 3rd place ahead of de Prieur and Trichard. Up next, we go into the 1660s. Welcome back to Ultimate Outlaws in Vereeniging for the first round of the Oval Track Championship. Last year in the 1660s, remember, it was a very close fought affair. 527 points for Mornay du Plessis, 525 for Albert Bridges. Are we going to see anything similar this season? Sia Fourie out front, leading them off the line. And already, wow, we got a spinner. Wow, didn't even get 200 meters into the race and we got someone spinning out there. That looks like it might be 240. We just got a little bit out of shape and not quite the way we want to start things out. At the front end though, keep an eye out on this little battle. It's for 2nd place. 257, Mornay du Plessis trying to squeeze through and find a way on Shane Bromelo. And looks like he might have just got ahead there. The 2 black cars now, 1 and 2 on track. Sia Fourie starting to open up a little bit of margin. Getting away from these 2 as they fight it out for 2nd. It's going to help him out a huge amount with this little fight. There's no doubt about it. Bromelo now into 3rd place. Has he got an answer? No, he hasn't. He's been left behind. But what a move here from Mornay du Plessis. As the checkered flag comes out, it is Sia Fourie, but very close to Sia Fourie there for 1st and 2nd. Straight into heat number 2. Absolutely no hold barred here, as you can see. And look at how tight it is. Remember, there's a slight reversal in the grid there. So we got not the usual contenders at the front end as we go down into turn number 1. Is that a Mazda 323? It is. What an awesome car. Manuel Swartz getting a little 323 out there and doing the Tarzan job of trying to hold off this pack of extremely good drivers. The front end though, it is a very, very close battle between Mornay du Plessis as he goes for the lead and of course Sia Fourie. They're going to be fighting for another victory and it looks like du Plessis at this stage just ahead of Fourie. Fourie going to dive on the inside. Can he find a way through? Not just yet. Absolutely amazing stuff there from the first 2 cars. And right on their tail is the 55 car. And I can tell you something, that Rudy Urwi might just be in for a little bit of battle of his own. No, he's got all that shape on his own. He gets out of shape and slams into the wall, and unfortunately, in sympathy, the 201 car getting out there as well and just going slamming into the turn 4 wall. Gat de Klerk out of shape. Battle for lead now with the green flag out. Diving on the inside, finding a way into the inside corner, and we've got a new leader. Mornay du Plessis eventually at the front and find a way through on Dwayne Leroux. Dwayne Leroux led out as all of the accidents happened behind. But now that the top two have got to the front end, wow, very good stuff. Mornay du Plessis just shares the spoils there with Sief Fourie for 1 and 2. Now it's the two of them fighting for the whole shot here in the final heat. Sief getting the whole shot. Bromelo is there as well, so it's kind of the usual contenders yet again. And once again, Dwayne Leroux not too far off the back end, waiting for something to go wrong between those first 4. Lots of cement dust out there. These guys are going to battle. Hopefully they've got visors on their helmets, or they're going to just be eating each other's roost off this tarmac. Down into 3 and 4. Yes, great stuff there from Sief Fourie as he starts to open up a margin. Bromelo keeping the rest of them at bay. As he goes down into turn 1 and 2. Bromelo under attack. There's a move from Mornay du Plessis. Can he make it stick? He's on the inside. Bromelo runs wide and he's through. That's how easy it is. You cannot afford to open up that door. You've got to keep that line and make sure that no one can get past. Only a couple of turns to go, a couple of corners, and Sief Fourie looking to make it 2 out of 3 tonight. The flag comes out, he does that, and he will be leading into the next round as the championship point standings stand as follows. Fourie on 64, Mornay du Plessis on 63. There's 1 point in it. Can't wait for the next one. Our final bit of action now comes from the Ninjas. These are mini versions of the big V8 sprint cars, and based on a go-kart, they put the big wings on, and as expected, most of these drivers coming out of a go-kart background. Great to see the juniors in the mix here and fighting hard as we start things out. Jonathan Thomas in the 46 car around the outside, looking for an early move there on Rosa Sirius. The young lady driver doing a super job there to keep John Thomas around the outside, and wow, into the back markers already. Look at these guys and girls going. This is the future of the sport right here. And they're not holding anything back. Rosa is doing a super job and trying to hang on. But the 101 car of Giuliano Nordia also starting to come into that mix too. Very close stuff between these youngsters. Great to see them out there. Ronaldo Sirius as well. Dylan Jones, Billy Leroux, Enrico Dupria, Jason Swart. And right now, it's Enrico and Enrico. There's 2 of them out there. The Duprias are in the house, but no one could catch John Thomas as he took the first victory. Into race 2 now. Jonathan Thomas already around the outside using the high line. Wow! Somebody's told him that there's a lot of grip out there and he's using it. As they head around, you can see just hanging on for the lead right now. Dylan Jones starting to make his way to the front too. But just there is Enrico Dupria and Ronaldo and Rosa Sirius. Super stuff as they head into 3 and 4. Oh! A little bit of tagging. Well, rubbing's racing, they say. You've got to learn how to do it. This is what you're going to be doing if you're in the V8 sprint cars. We've just seen that earlier on in the show. And already these youngsters are learning the trade of what oval track racing is all about. Coming across the line. Oh, Thomas takes another victory. It's 2 out of 2. Can he go for the perfect night? We're into the final one now. Lots of smoke out of these 2 smokers, and as they head down into 1 and 2, it's going to be a fight there between Ronaldo and Jonathan Thomas. He hasn't quite got the same kind of pace as the 46 car. And it looks like there's going to be a fight there for 3rd and 4th place between Giuliano and Rosa. Dylan Jones and Billy Leroux fighting hard, and then you got Enrico, Jason and Enrico. Round the outside, that's the 101 car of Giuliano Nordia. Flag eventually comes out, and it is 3 out of 3 there for Jonathan Thomas, so he takes a 5-point lead into the next round ahead of Dylan Jones, Ronaldo Sirius, Giuliano Nordia, and Rosa Sirius equal there in 4th place. Make sure you've got these dates in your diary, the 3rd of March and the 10th and 11th of March, as the United States of America heads to South African soil to take on our best V8 sprint cars here at Ultimate Outlaws. Make sure those dates are in your diaries and come and join us for some great racing.